guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today is Sunday, which is a weird day for me to be starting vlogging, but it's been a little bit of a strange week. I actually usually would have a vlog going up right now, but I did not film at all last week because I was, one, incredibly busy, and two, doing the exact same things as the last vlog I uploaded. It would have been an extremely boring video. We actually just got back from Glacier Park today. It was a really fun weekend. We had a little bit of frustration as well, but well, I'll just tell you what the frustration was. First, it was like kind of stressful trying to get out the door. Cole and I both had a million things going on, and it felt like a horrible time to leave, but I'm really glad we still went. We rented e-bikes and went up the Sun Road. We unfortunately couldn't go all the way up the Sun Road because it was closed a little ways up because of a bear. Apparently there was a bear that was getting a little too friendly with people and had stolen somebody's backpack, I guess. So we couldn't go all the way to the top, but it was still so fun. The road doesn't open for vehicles until I think next week, so you can bike all over, and it was seriously, the e-bikes are best ever. Like, I can't recommend them enough. I'm actually going to insert some footage here in a few minutes for you to see. I didn't do like proper vlogging, but I did take a few clips that I want to show you. We also had some very unfortunate car problems while we were there. My car was like, I don't know what is wrong with it, but it was not drivable. I had to pay almost $500 to get it towed to Kalispell, and we actually had to drive our friend's pickup home. And I'll have to like go back. Hopefully it's fixable. Hopefully it's an easy fix. Please God. And I'll have to go back at some point and pick it up again. So that was extremely unfortunate. I was very thankful that we were, one, with people. We weren't like in the middle of nowhere. There could have been, we could have like had to get it towed much further than we did. So that was good. And then we were with people, obviously, and there was an extra vehicle that we could take to come home because Cole had a ton, like as soon as we got home, he went out to the ranch. He had to finish up a tractor and service the swather to get right to haying. And so it was like, of the bad case scenario, it was best case scenario, you know what I mean? So that put a damper on the weekend, but it was still seriously so fun going up the Sun Road on bikes. I'd never done that before. I've been to Glacier several times, but I've never done that. So I'm going to insert some footage right now, and I will see you in a little bit. To bike up the Sun Road. Yeah. So far these bikes are 10 out of 10. As I crashed. There was a stupid bear on the road, so we couldn't go all the way to the top. Yeah, oh my gosh. We're back. So I also am jumping right into work again. I have these t-shirts that need to be printed by Wednesday, which isn't an issue. I just need to get them done. So I want to get them done in case something goes awry, you know. But I will show you. Actually, you can't really see right now, but well, I can show you, I guess. Hold on, I'm like struggling. These are for a volleyball camp. We're printing them on gold, but this is like the company's test print, so this is what it will look like. So I need to cut all of these apart as if I didn't, well, these ones don't have the option to have them pre-cut them, but I need to cut, they came in two. So I'm gonna cut those quickly and then get them printed, and I will show you guys what they're looking like. But I still have not finished the rodeo shirts from last week's vlog, and I have quite a few other things that need to be printed as well. So I'm very blessed to be busy, but I feel like my head is going a million different places. So I get into a few different things and I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Is when it would be extremely handy to have a paper cutter, and I actually used to have a really nice one that came when I bought the business. It was like part of the sale, and I never used it ever. Like, it literally sat in our basement for 4 years, and I sold it, and now I'm like, why did I do that? That was dumb. But whatever, we're making it through. I have to tell you guys about this table. I don't think I've showed it to you yet. If I did, it was the wrong one. So here it is. It's just like nothing special, but a cute little table. So it's kind of a funny story. The guy that owns the shop right next to me, he's just like a collector guy, and it's not like a open business or anything, but he has been putting stuff out there for free for people to take. And it's kind of been stuff that I'm uninterested in, but the other day there was this table, and so I thought, I think I could paint that and just like make a fun little project of it, so I grabbed it. The next day there was like a basically identical table, but a little bit better shape, like a little bit smaller, not as tall and awkward, and I was like, I like that one better. So I took the one out that I had gotten and I put it back. And I took the one that I liked better, which is this one, and I thought, I hope no one's watching me. No, I mean, I really don't care if they're watching me. Anybody would do that, so. So I haven't yet decided what I'm gonna do with it or where it's gonna go. Maybe I'll paint it and sell it. I don't have a clue, but it's a really cute little table. It actually fits like pretty well back there, but I really don't have a reason to have a table there. But it's just kind of funny, so of course I will bring you guys along whenever I do decide. I love the idea of doing the white Swiss coffee paint, which is what I did on my hutch that we painted a few vlogs back. And I've also used it on pieces in our house, but I don't want to just like start using the same color for everything, so we'll see. I might not. We'll play it by ear. The instructions. I can't remember how you do these ones. It's been a minute. Press. Looking so good. Okay, I decided it would be easier to print them by size category, so I'm going to print front and back of all the extra larges, front and back of all the smalls, like all at once to keep everything together. So I'm going to quickly cut these apart as well. This order is like a little bit stressful because it's not hard, but they have a basketball camp and a volleyball camp a week apart, and they have different sponsors for each thing. So like the sponsors are extremely similar, but there's a couple that are different. And then there's also like I said, volleyball and basketball. And so there's different sizes needed for each, and the designs are very similar, and I just do not want to mess up. So that's feeling a little stressful, but I'm making my way through. I'm just like double and triple checking everything. One thing that was great before we left for the weekend, I got that big order that I was doing for the hospital. In the last vlog, I got it all delivered. The order's not completely done. They did order some stuff that they need in October, and I had one of the pieces done, but quite a lot of it I hadn't received yet, so obviously I couldn't get it done. And I was maxed out on, like, even if it was here, I wouldn't have gotten it done. But I got a huge chunk of that delivered, so that was a big weight off my shoulders. I was originally going to be taking Gur up to Chinook for the weekend, and then I would have had to get her back at some point this week, which now, thank God we didn't do that, because I have no vehicle to have gone and go back and get her with. Like, I'm not going to be driving all over the state in somebody else's car, and Cole needs his pickup this week, and it's just like a whole thing. So luckily my brother lives over in the area, and they offered to take her for the weekend, so that worked out really well. But I had already planned all the stuff to do up in Havre, so I did that, and I had a couple of meetings, so it was still a productive trip. It feels good to have all of those boxes out of here too. So I just finished cutting these transfers. I almost just dropped them all. That would have sucked. So I'm going to like check for the 7th time that these are right, and then go keep printing. These are also looking amazing, so that's a relief, and per my 17 checks, they should be correct. Fingers crossed. I got almost all of the volleyball shirts printed. I have not done the basketball ones. It's been a long time since I've used that specific kind of transfer, so I'm a little bit slow at it at the moment, but I'll get better. But I had to shut it off because I looked out. I didn't even realize it is so like smoky in here. Not smoky, but like, what's the word? There's like a haze in the building. So that can't be good for me to be breathing, first of all. I turned on my air purifier and I've opened the door, but I'm also like roasting. Standing over that heat press for so long is like working in the coal mine. So I'm gonna take a break from that. I'm gonna call Cole and see if he's home yet, or if he's about to be home, or what. We have no plans for dinner. It's 7:15. No plans for dinner, really no plans for anything. But I can tell you I'm really hungry. At some point, I need to double check what day she said she needed these shirts. I think Wednesday. Yes. Gal wants these shirts to be printed. They're little toddler shirts, or she wants them embroidered. They're little toddler shirts. I think that we should print them instead of embroidering, because sometimes the embroidery will like irritate little kids' skin. So I'm going to text her. I'm sure she'll have no issue with it. But those need to be done by Wednesday as well. So I'm going to sign off for now. I might see you again today. I might not. But I'll see you when I see ya. Hello friends, we are back for another day of a lot of work. I currently am doing a tiny bit of computer work. I did not get all of the volleyball shirts printed last night. I can't remember if I told you or not, but I had to I was like kind of ready to be done anyways, but it was so like hazy in here from me printing the shirts. I had to get the heck out of here. I thought there's no way that is good for me. So later today when I do it, I'm going to put my air purifier like in the room with me, and hopefully that helps a little bit. But I was like, I have got to get the heck out of here. So I'm gonna do that a little bit later, but right now I'm doing some computer work, and I just designed a really cute little design for these little kids shirts. I have not heard back from her on it yet, but this is what I sent her, and she didn't seem like she had like a really clear vision, so I think she'll love this. I hope she loves it. If we have to make a few tweaks, that's totally fine. But I think it's gonna be so cute on the little kid shirts, and I will of course show you as I do those. Well, I have barely vlogged at all today. I have been doing almost all computer work, which has been extremely productive and was much needed, but it makes for a boring vlog. But I am just waiting for my t-shirt press to heat up all the way. I actually ran home. It's much later in the day now. I ran home and took some burger out of the fridge so Cole and I could have burgers for dinner. We've been having burgers like non-stop, it seems like, but it's like so easy. You don't have to think about what you're having for dinner. We're just having burgers. You don't have to spend forever cooking it because it's so fast, and we're both getting home late, so it's just like easy. We need a few other things like that, but we're on a burger train lately, and homemade fries. I've come back to finish printing these shirts. I have 51 shirts left to print for the volleyball camp. So I'm gonna get those done, and then I think I'll call it a day here at the headquarters after that. Also have to share, I was very relieved. I was telling Grandma, it's like my fault for not knowing what my insurance offers, I guess, you know, like what your insurance policy says. But I don't know, I never have to do anything with my insurance for the car, thankfully, until now. Cole called me the day and he's like, I think you should call your insurance and see if you have roadside assistance or whatever on your policy. And so I called him and I said, hey, I had to get towed this weekend. Is that something that's covered under my policy? And they said, yep. Send us the receipt. So I sent it over, and they are sending me a check for the full amount. So that's $460 back in my pocket. So I'm not upset about that one bit. I don't know anything about my car until later in the week, which I kind of expected because those things are never fast, you know, they're booked way out. So I'm just not even gonna worry about it until there's something to worry about, and that's the update. I'm gonna print these shirts quickly and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, I just finished all of those shirts for the volleyball camp, and honestly I thought I would have heard from Cole by now, but they must be taking longer than he thought. So I'm going to start organizing the basketball ones. I also need to recount and double check everything for the the volleyball, because I have a bunch of extra transfers. I think that they sent me more than I ordered. And what's gonna really grind my gears is that I actually do need to order more of these basketball ones. So God willing, there's just extra of these also. But my luck, it'll be the one that I didn't need extras of that they sent extras of, but whatever. The basketball ones look essentially the same, just obviously basketball. And again, we're printing them on gold, not light blue. The other exciting development is that I have secured a new paper cutter, because I was telling you guys that I had sold mine, but I got one. So that was a win. I'm going to cut all of these and just keep working until Cole calls. I might as well get as much done as I can, huh? This is a million times nicer than the scissors. Well, hopefully they sent extras because I just cut one in half on accident. I guess if they didn't, I have to reorder anyways, but that was dumb. I was actually able to get way more done than I originally anticipated, partially because Cole is later than I thought he was going to be. Now I am going to go home and cook our burgers, and we'll see how I'm feeling after we eat dinner. I might lose steam. I probably will lose steam, but I'm going to take home this planner. I got this planner to do some social media planning for my businesses. I want to start, I've always just kind of flown by the seat of my pants with that, and I want to start taking it much more seriously. So I got this paper planner. It's much easier for me to plan with something tangible than it is like on the computer, you know? So I'm gonna take this home in case I want to do it, but I probably won't, but we'll see. Hello friends, we are back in action this morning. I started the morning off with a little bit of frustration. I have been literally back and forth with this guy ever since I bought my business, and I've always kind of had frustrations. And I talked to him the other day. He just sent me a long email and I sent a nice long email back. Not rude, but also getting my own frustrations out on the table, and hopefully we can get that worked out. So anyways, that is done. I should have taken an allergy pill this morning because my nostrils are all messed up, but I didn't, and I'm not going back home now. I am going to get these camp out shirts done quickly. Well, at least print the vinyl. I'm doing like a heat transfer vinyl on them. These shirts turned out so cute. We did a bunch of different colors. I think this one might be my favorite. We also have pink and green. So that is great to have checked off the list, and I need to do some computer work now. I had my camera all set up to vlog doing this, but then I completely forgot. I was preoccupied with car problems. But I just printed these Ain't No Happy, like last box happy, for a gal that is a mail delivery driver. She's ordered these before, so she wanted a couple more, so I got those done quickly. She's going to pick them up tomorrow. And I've been on the phone about my stupid car because I'm going to have to sell a kidney to fix the car where it sits right now. We possibly may be moving the car somewhere else. We might be doing, I don't know exactly what yet, but it's definitely frustrating and a bummer, but it is what it is. We will just deal with it as we have to. Such is life. Cole, I've been bouncing ideas off of Cole. My dad is a godsend. He has been helping us also, and getting some second opinions from people that we know, and just like, thank God for dads, you know? I'm gonna have to get him something extra nice for Father's Day. So anyways, that's my update for the day. I'm just like feeling a little bit frazzled, so I need to let these people know that their stuff is ready and kind of put out a few other fires. So it's been a day. I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get a soda. I've been trying to drink less soda, but I just need a soda. And that's that. I also have been staring at that table over here, the one I showed you guys a little bit ago. If you have an idea that you think would look so cute for it, please let me know. I am open to all suggestions. I want it to be really cute. I don't want to be like put like crazy amounts of time into it, but if you have an idea for color, or if you have an idea for whatever we should do, please let me know. Hello friends, this is like the most all over the place vlog, it feels like, but we are having some frustrations with my car. I think I already told you that. I honestly can't remember who I've talked to. My dad, Cole, I've talked to Grandma. I can't remember if I told you guys. Like, my head is going a million different directions. I also had to fight with somebody on the phone today about my garbage because I found out I've been being charged way too much, and they only want to reimburse me for 1 month. And I want to scream at somebody, but I think that being nice gets you a lot further. So I'm taking that route, but it's been a very frustrating day. Just came here to the headquarters to get the t-shirts all put in boxes and ready to go tomorrow. And I'm going to start printing some of the basketball ones right now because Cole is just going to cut until he can't cut anymore. Hay, he's cutting hay. So I am just gonna come down here and work until he tells me he's going home. I did have an extremely productive computer day despite everything else, so that was great. The other project that I would just love nothing more than to be done with is all these shirts for the Stampede coming up. I've had these laying around and I think I've talked to you guys about them in like 2 or 3 different vlogs. But I got started on them early, and so I have plenty of time still, but of course there's been other projects that need to be done before then, so it's like the most long drawn out process of getting these shirts done, and I'm ready to not look at them anymore. There's been literally no issues with the order itself. I'm just like tired of looking at them laying all over the place. You guys know what is the most frustrating part about my car? Then I'll stop talking about this because I'm sure you don't care. I have like a big life change coming up, which I will be sharing extremely shortly, like very soon. And it's just like, I was just talking to my dad on the phone about this. It's like, just when you think that you're getting your ducks in a row, things are headed in the direction you want. I've had my car paid off for so long. Boom! It's like God comes down and humbles you a little bit. So that's the last I'll say. It's just frustrating, really, more than anything. It'll all get figured out. It'll all work out. It's just like, really? Really? That's how I feel about it. Really? Really, but none of you will get that reference unless you listen to the toast. So that's that. I'm gonna print these shirts. She was begging me to stay. It ain't nothing like where I'm from. I can't keep my gun in my truck, and you can't even see any stars. But it don't hit the same as my Tennessee. Is a redneck gonna do it? Hello you guys, it is the next day. It's actually the end of the next day. I had an extremely productive day today. I did not vlog at all until now. I was doing a ton of computer work and just really kind of getting my ducks in a row, which was really good. And the guy that ordered all of the shirts for the camps that I was printing and printing and printing came and picked them up, and he was very happy with them, so I'm very happy about that. And we're gonna have a few more to do, it sounds like, which is great. And he actually asked me, he's like, if we did more of these, would you want to print the shirts for them? I'm like, yes please. Like, I will take anything you got, send it my way. I'll be happy to help. So fingers crossed that that comes to fruition, because it is a great way to grow your business. Now I am just plopped on the couch for the night. I'm kind of in the mood to keep on doing computer work, so I'm going to do that while I wait for Cole to get home. He said he was going to be about another hour or so. I popped us some chicken and potatoes in the oven for dinner, so that will be good. And I think I'm going to end this vlog off here. I apologize, it was like a little bit of a hodgepodge between the car and Glacier and working and everything, but that's what real life is. So I will call it a vlog here, and I will see you guys in the next one.